Hello everybody. Today we're going to do some polynomial long division. This is going to be very similar to division that you've done before. So let's say you're going to do 2 divided into 34. You would do 2 goes into 3 one time. You do 1 times 2. You put that under here. Okay. You would then subtract. You would then do 2 goes into 14 7 times. 7 times 2 is 14. You would then subtract with a remainder of 0. This is your quotient, this is your remainder. I'm going to do something very similar here. Okay, so what's our result when we divide that polynomial by 2x plus 1? Okay, so here's what you're going to do. You're going to take the first term here, 2x cubed, divided by 2x. 2x cubed divided by 2x. That answer is going to be x squared. We're going to put x squared over the x squared position. Okay? You're then going to take this x squared and you're going to multiply it by 2x plus 1. That becomes 2x cubed plus x squared. So we write that right here. 2x cubed plus x squared. We're then going to subtract it. So this is what I like to do. I put parentheses around here and put a subtraction sign here. So 2x cubed minus 2x cubed, that's 0. 7x squared minus x squared is 6x squared. Then bring this down. Repeat the process with the first term. 6x squared divided by 2x. That is 3x. Put that over the x to the first position. Then we multiply 3x times 2x plus 1. That's 6x squared plus 3x. Draw your bar. Subtract. 6x squared minus 6x squared, 0. 5x minus 3x is 2x plus 1. Bring this down. Take the first term again, 2x divided by just the 2x. That's 1 plus 1. Then multiply 1 times 2x plus 1. Becomes 2x plus 1. Okay, draw your line, put your parentheses, put the subtraction. 2x minus 2x is 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. So my answer is x squared plus 3x plus 1. That's our quotient. 0 is our remainder. So our answer, the solution, is x squared plus 3x plus 1. Okay, problem number 2. Polynomial divided by 4x plus 1. Take the first term, 8x cubed divided by 4x. 8 divided by 4 is 2. X cubed divided by x is x squared. Put that 2x squared above the x squared position. And then we take 2x squared times 4x plus 1, which is 8x cubed plus 2x squared. Draw our line, parentheses, subtract. This is going to cancel. 14x squared minus 2x squared is 12x squared. Bring this down. Repeat the process. First term divided by 4x becomes 3x. Take 3x, times it by 4x plus 1. That becomes 12x squared plus 3x. Draw our line, parentheses, subtract. This is going to cancel. 11x minus 3x is 8x plus 2. I'm going to write this in up here. Sorry about that. 3x. Repeat the process. 8x divided by 4x equals 2. Bring that up here. Then we do 2 times 4x plus 1, which is 8x plus 2. Draw our line, parentheses, subtract. 8x minus 8x is 0. 2 minus 2 is 0. So our solution, the result, is 2x squared plus 3x plus 2. This is our quotient, and this is our remainder down here. We didn't have a remainder. If you don't have a remainder, then that means that this number here is a factor of the original equation. If there's no remainder, your divisor is a factor of your original equation. All right, now before we get to the next one, what happens when it's not a factor? It doesn't go in evenly. All right, so when we divide a number, so let's say I took 53 and divided by 2. I put a 2 in here, 53 here, 2 goes into 5, 2 times 2 is 4. Okay, subtract, that's 13. Then I go 2 into 13 goes 6 times. 6 times 2 is 12. Draw my line, right, subtract, and then there's a number here. That's a 1. That's our remainder. That's the Q part. So how do I write my answer? 26 and 1/2. This number here over top of the divisor there. Okay? The degree of the remainder has to be less than the degree of the divisor. It's like saying this number here has to be less than that number there, or you'd be able to go further. Let's try a problem. So here's my number divided by x plus 1. So same thing. Take our first term divided by the x term. That is equal to x. Then we take x and multiply it by x plus 1. That goes here. This becomes x squared plus x. Draw my line, parentheses, subtract. This cancels out. 3x minus x is 2x. Bring this down. Plus 5. Repeat the process. 2x divided by the first term, x, that's equal to 2. Then we take the 2 and multiply it by the divisor. Put the 2 up here. That becomes 2x plus 2. Draw our line, parentheses, subtract. That cancels, and this becomes 5 minus 2, which is 3. Now, we can't repeat the process because I can't take 3 and divide it by x. That doesn't make sense. So my answer is going to be x plus 2, the quotient up here, plus your remainder, whatever this number is here, over what your divisor was. And that's your final answer right there. Okay, let's try it again. All right, so here's what we're dividing into. Here's what we're dividing by. So we're going to set it up like this. Do you see anything that might be wrong with that? All right, we have to follow the same steps we do when we're doing synthetic substitution. Got to put a placeholder in for that x squared. You have to hit all these powers as you're going down. Okay, once you do that, now we can start our process. I'm going to come up here, take our first number, 3x to the 4th, divided by x squared. That's going to be 3x squared. Put that over here. Then we're going to do 3x squared times x squared minus 3x plus 5. So it's just a trinomial now. It's no big deal. So that's going to be 3x to the 4th minus 9x to the 3rd plus 15x squared. Draw our line, parentheses, subtract. Now be careful here. So it's negative 5 minus negative 9, which becomes 4x cubed. 0 minus 15, which is negative 15x squared. Bring this down. Plus 4x minus 6. start the process over. 4x cubed divided by x squared. That's equal to 4x. Put the 4x right here. And then multiply 4x times x squared minus 3x plus 5 becomes 4x cubed minus 12x squared plus 20x. Draw the line, parentheses, subtract. They cancel. Negative 15 minus negative 12 is negative 3x squared. Positive 4 minus 20 is negative 16x. Bring this down. Repeat the process. Negative 3x squared divided by x squared. That's equal to negative 3. Put the negative 3 up here. And then we do negative 3 times x squared minus 3x plus 5. That becomes negative 3x squared plus 9x minus 15. Draw the line, parentheses, subtract. That cancels. That becomes negative 16x minus 9x, which is negative 24x, and negative 6 minus negative 15, which is plus 9. Now you can't repeat the process because this would be negative 24x over x squared. This degree here has to be equal to or greater than the degree on the bottom. So right here, can't do that. We could do this because that's a second degree and second degree. This has to be greater than or equal to the one on the bottom. The one on the top is greater than or equal to the one on the bottom. This is my remainder. So my answer is 3x squared plus 4x minus 3 plus, okay, whatever number's here. So you just write that down. Sorry, I'm going on a little bit of an angle here. Over your divisor. And I hope you found this video helpful. Okay. And we'll be doing more of these. So if you have to rewatch it again, it becomes very mechanical. Hope you found it helpful, and we'll see you on the next video.